Hello and welcome back to Up. It is the level 10 Journeyman save and we are at Malvern Town. In the last episode we finished up season 1 on the save, completing an unbeaten league season. In fact, we won every single one of our games in our first season, so we've been promoted, and this is the season review that matters. So few will have tipped Malvern to be able to mount a title challenge, but we went and did it. We won every game. You will see there though that we did bottle every other competition. We went out in all of the cups. We really should have done better in those regards, but it wasn't to be. Maybe it gives us something to build on for next year. And of course, we are going up a Division 2. And so we find ourselves now in the Midland Premier Division. There you can see the table there. It's got some local teams like Westfields who are decent, and perhaps most notably, or at least according to the media prediction, Kidderminster under 23s. Yes, their under 23 teams are favourites for the title. We are second favourites. That kind of fits well though. The board expectation for our season is that we need to finish in the top 2 places, which is a bit of pressure, but at least they're not expecting us to go and win the league. A little bit of pressure off in that regard. I think we can go and do it though, I really do. Especially when we're going to get into some of these transfers that I'm going to show you in a second. I feel like we've recruited well. We've got ourselves into a good position for the league. We received our initial budgets. You can see actually we don't get any transfer budget, that's a given, but we've been given a pretty big wage budget. Our wage budget at the end of last season was £490. It's now £1,200 per week. That is a big increase. It means we can go about getting some players in. In terms of signings then, I did make 3 before the first season did finish. There was plenty more after this, but the first 3 that I did make was I brought in Sam Muggleton, who is a left back, a pretty decent option at left back for us. I also brought in Peter Vincenti, a bit of experience in central midfield. He looks like a pretty good deal for the value, for the amount of money we're going to be paying him per appearance. I think it's worth bringing in that experience in centre mid. And then also Elliot Wright, a young centre back who, should add a little bit of quality in defence as well. And then the last couple of things to completely wrap up that first season at the club then was that we were offered a new contract. Very nice news indeed. It means that we're going to stay. That was good news. And then also our end of season awards came in. You can see here that Christian Owusu was probably the main star of the awards. He got the fans player of the season, 36% of the vote. He got signing of the season, and he also got young player of the season too. Cale Price did score the goal of the season for his goal against Hereford Lads Club, which was actually in the very first game of the season, if I do remember rightly. Oh, really quickly, I spotted this in the social feed. So Spain got themselves a 1-0 win over England, and on Twitter, I'm going to assume, football Twitter probably, Sean Eads tweeted, "Should sell all of the frauds, unforgivable." Yep, nice one, Sean. Yes, England should sell all of their players. And so the rest of the season was basically me scouting, trying to find players that would make us capable of winning this league. And the result was these 8 players here were brought in. Now, if you're having a good little look at this transfer in right now, you may be straight away noticing one name. And we'll start with him. It is the one player that was signed from another team, not a free transfer. And it is Malik Banu. It's Banu back. I'm not sure that hashtag is going to take off quite in the way that others have, but he is back at the club. Malik is back at Malvern. Now, granted, his star ratings don't look too great, and actually, we've developed probably a little bit past him. I don't think he's going to be a starter anymore, but I could not resist bringing him back to the club. He's not on too much money as well, only a slight rise from what he was on before. I think he's taken a bit of a cut to come back to us, so obviously us going up a division has made him think twice about wanting to be elsewhere. He's happy to be here. So Malik Banu, I was so sad to lose him. We lost him for about 8 games. He played 8 games for Blackfield, and now he's back at Malvern Town. You love to see it. The guy we gave a face to. So he's the first one. He's going to give us a little bit more strength and depth in central midfield. We did sign a few more midfielders. We'll go to Jack Holmes, another midfielder here. He's a 19-year-old. He looks pretty good. I actually was trying to sign him at the end of last season. We managed to be able to get him to accept our contract talks, and we brought him in. He's probably going to be squad depth, but he actually does have a bit of potential too. He could improve. He's only 19. I think he looks quite good. He'd definitely be a big starter for us last year. He is a former Chesterfield player. Last year he would have started all of our games. Again though, as I said, we brought in some really good players, and I mean, you can kind of tell that by the fact that Malik Banu is now not going to be a starter when he was our best midfielder last year. So if we start at the top again then, we brought in Adam Gordon. This guy is a 6'4" centre-back, and he's probably going to be a starter, or at least in our first game, which is today. You'll notice by the team selection bit at the top. He's going to be starting at centre-back. Adam Gordon then. He is a former Queen of the South, I'm sure it's that, up in Scotland. And yeah, he didn't make any appearances for them, but that's where he's come from. I think he's going to be a very, very decent option for us. He's on a appearance fee of £70, which is about right. As I did mention before, our wage budget has gone way up. And if I just show you really quickly the finances, which I'm sure people will be interested in seeing, we are still in debt by about 30k. That's not really changed. We've had some friendlies, which we were unable really, lots of friendlies really. We made lots of money, so it means that we've broken even for all of this time. It paid the wages of players during this time, I guess, and that's about it. We were not able to attract any of the big teams to come and play us in a friendly. It was kind of sucks, really. The biggest teams that we managed to get were Cheltenham Town. We got Aldershot, Newport County. Newport County, I think, are League 2. Hereford, yeah, they're just a division above us now. Cheltenham are League 1. Yeah, Cheltenham are League 1. I think they were the biggest one we managed to get. Cambridge, League 2. We did play Kidderminster as well. We're going to be playing their under-23s in this league this year. We beat their first... No, we didn't. We drew with their first team, so that kind of bodes well. But yes, we didn't get too much money from that, unfortunately. But we are still in debt. But our wages, if you look over here, are now... We have a wage budget of 1.3k. A lot more than last season's 450 or around that mark. We're only spending 967, but again, that's kind of doubled our wage a weekly wage spend. So we brought in Adam Gordon at centre-back. I've shown you Jack Holmes. The next player, now this one's an interesting one. Maurizio Pochettino. Yes, that is right. We have signed Maurizio Pochettino, who is Maurizio Pochettino's son. We brought him in from Tottenham. I think he's kind of recently made his first appearance for the under-21s at Tottenham in real life, this guy. So that's kind of cool that we've brought him in. He's at Malvern. He is on a contract until the end of the season. It's a part-time one, of course. We are paying him £90 per appearance. He's going to be a really decent option on this right wing. He can play right mid should we go back to that. We're kind of looking at using wingers at the moment, and we'll have a look at the team before the first game. So Pochettino's in, which is not something I thought I'd be saying, but there he is. And then another right winger, or right midfielder, is going to be Theo Hudson. Theo Hudson is an ex-Leeds player. He might be better than Pochettino. However, he's more comfortable playing in that right midfield role. He's not so comfortable playing in this right wing role, so it depends really what system we play, depending on whether Hudson or Pochettino is going to start, I think. He's 6'1", he's got great determination, really good physicals. You can see how the levels straight away, even compared to last season, the levels of the players are improving just by comparing the attributes. Really happy to get him in. He is being paid £90 per appearance as well. But let's just check. If he doesn't play, he's being paid £20. If Pochettino doesn't play, he's being paid £5. Good to know, just because only one of them's really going to be able to be played at a time, aren't they? In fact, talking of that, here's another right winger, Ruben Colwell. Now, actually, we got him very cheap, and he's going to be a backup, but we did bring him in. I bought him in because he can play on both sides, and also, I think we're only paying him £20 per appearance. So actually, it's worth bringing him in. An 18-year-old Welsh guy, Ruben Colwell. Happy to bring him in for that kind of money. He's just going to be a backup option, really. And then two players that I think, to finish off, are going to be really, really useful for us. David Agbontahoma. Yeah, that's a nice, easy one for me to say. We might need to find a nickname for this guy. But look at him. He's a centre-back. Look at these physicals. 15 marking, 13 tackling, 14 determination. Only 6 positioning, not so good. Only 9 strength, not so good. But he is 6'4". For this level, I think we've got ourselves a really, really impressive centre-back there. We're going to be paying him £55 per appearance, although if he doesn't play, he will be paid £55 per appearance, even when he's not playing. I think we've got ourselves a really good deal there. He is an ex-Southampton youngster, been released by them. We've brought him in here at Malvern. Very happy with it. And then the final one, the final transfer that I'm going to show you is Giosu Belagambi. he is a goalkeeper. So Mitchell Steadman is unlikely to be our starting goalkeeper anymore. We've moved on past him. Steadman is still at the club. We've kept him as our backup, although we do have a decent youth option, so maybe we release him. We'll see. At the moment, he's still at the club. We've brought in, though, Belagambi is a Ugandan keeper, 6'3". Very nice stats. Definitely an upgrade. If we just do a little comparison here, if we do Mitchell, these are loanees, by the way. Mitchell Steadman compared to Belagambi, you can kind of see Belagambi has his number in everything, although Mitchell Steadman does have better shot stopping and is slightly better aerially. Actually, quite a lot better aerially. Otherwise, for well-roundedness, Belagambi is just a lot better overall. He just kind of pips into all of these. There's not too much in it, but I think he is still an upgrade. He's also that bit taller as well, which I guess at this level might be a little bit more important for goalkeepers. But yeah, those are our signings. I don't think we've actually even lost any players. We didn't release anybody. Nobody else has left. We are looking at a couple of players now. I say couple, there's one. Owen Ashton, I am looking to bring him in midfield. We've offered him a contract, which he seems happy with. He might accept it. I've done a lot of this though this year, and then they've been, taken by other teams. Yeah, so we'll see. We may be getting in Owen Ashton in central midfield. It is yet to see, really. But yeah, I'm gonna go and put the team together. We are gonna play our first game of the season today, and it is against Shepshed. Yeah, I don't know either really. Shepshed, we are going to be favourites. We're away from home at the Dovecote, or the Dovecote stadium there. You see, that's going to be packed out, I'm hoping. And yeah, we're going to play our first game today. So I'm going to go and get the team ready, and then I'll be back ready to get into that first game. And we are back. Here's the team then that I have put together. I've spent a bit of time trying to work out who was going to start in this game, and yeah, you can see that the numbers in the squad are definitely inflated from last year. That we have this squad. We also do have a few players in our under 23s and quite a few players in our under 18s. There's actually numbers in the club, considering we were running really the basic 15, 16 players. I think we were down to 14 at one time, 3 subs. We were really scraping by. It's nice to have backups and knowing that if we do get injuries, we'll have players to come in. So this is what I've put together. I am a bit worried, I won't lie. I am a little bit worried about the fact that we don't have any kind of match sharpness. Try as I might, I couldn't get them to be match sharp. We played a lot of friendlies. I should probably show you the friendlies in a little bit more detail. We played against Hereford and Worcester and Cheltenham and Chesterfield, as I did say. I couldn't make any money really off the friendlies. A league that we tried to put in, a cup that we tried to put in, any of those, it was resulting in a loss. We couldn't attract any of the big teams to come and play us, and yeah, it resulted in the only real thing that we could do to try and make some money was to play lots of friendlies. And because we had to play so many in such a short period of time, we had to play a lot of trialists during these games. If I just go onto this one here, that's a trialist keeper. I can straight away see Harlem Hale, Thompson Brissett. These are players that are trialists at this time, simply because we had to. We were playing the 13th and then the 15th and the 18th, just like that. It has resulted in not much match sharpness, not much money either from it. So this first game, I remember it was the same last season, but this first game is a bit of a worry. We are playing against, how do we look at it here? Shepshed. Now, according to the match preview, we are the favourites, but only just. And yeah, I've also promised Kale Price game time, so I'm going to start him. I've promised Owusu game time, so I'm going to start him. It does mean that we're not going to start Joe Thompson up front. I have a feeling that Joe Thompson may become one of our starting strikers this year. Out of all the positions, the strikers is an area we haven't really improved on. Then again though, Kale Price and Owusu have been excellent for us. If I just show you now, something that other people like to see as well. If we go to our favoured personnel, both Kale Price and Christian Owusu are now favoured personnel. And if I go to the best 11, basically this is just from one season, you can see the two strikers there. 45 games for Owusu, 32 goals. 42 games for Kale Price, 31 goals. So the standouts really from that first season, you see Malik Banu in there and Glenn Southam. Oh, by the way, I don't think I mentioned it, but Glenn Southam left the club. We've talked about Malik Banu back. We've got Glenn Southam back. He's a coach now, everybody. I don't know how I've forgotten to show you that. We brought him back in. He retired after his 10 games at Farnham, and we've managed to get him back in as a coach. He's actually an improvement on our coaching staff as well. So that's a nice little story for us. Things are coming up rosy in that sense. We've got a few of our favourite players back. I did attempt to get Jack Turner back to the club as well, but he wasn't having any of it. He signed a new contract at Shawbury instead, which is a bit of a shame. Maybe in the future, I'm not actually sure that he's going to be good enough anyway, but we will see. We will see. Anyway, we've digressed. Let's go back to these tactics and talk us through this team. So we're going to go with a new keeper in goal, Bella Gambi. He's going to start there as our goalkeeper. Looks very good. Kai Davis continues at right back. We're going to have 2 new centre backs here, Agbon Tahoma, which again we need a nickname, and Adam Gordon are going to be at centre back. Left back is going to be Sam Muggleton, who we brought in at the end of last season. And then we've got a debut for both of our midfielders. Another thing, match sharpness is low. Team cohesion is going to be quite low. There's a lot of new players here, so this could go any way. I am not banking on there being a win today, but we will see. We've got George Wilson, who I've given the captain's armband. He hasn't taken to it particularly greatly, but he does have really good leadership for this level, 13, and he's going to play every game, so I did give him the captain's armband. Jack Holmes is going to partner him in midfield. We said he might be a bit of a backup, but Peter Vincenti, I have had a bit of an argument with him. He felt there was a lack of depth in central midfield. I kind of said, well, you are the central midfielder, so you need to just chill out and provide that depth. He then spread that amongst the squad, and then he didn't turn up for training. So you know what? With your abysmal morale, Peter, you're not in the team. You're not even on the bench. Sorry, bro. He's annoyed me. I don't know if you can tell. We're going to go with Maurizio Pochettino at right wing. Not that one. This one. There he is, the son of the former Tottenham manager. Lewis Archer is going to continue out wide on the left, despite his claims that he's a striker and not a winger. He's going to fill that berth on the left-hand side. And then the old school pairing up front is going to be Owusu and Price. Can they replicate their goal scoring exploits at this level, this higher level? You can see morale isn't great. We need to get some wins to be able to make it great. We're going to get ourselves into the first game of the season. Let's go. And here we are, the first game of the season. We are playing Shepshed. Shepshed. I'm saying that weird. I'm going to play a 4-2-3-1. This is their captain, Suleiman Bah. He looks like, I just look at the cam position and think he's going to pull the strings here. He also has a picture and he's their captain. So just by a very surface look at their team, I feel like he's going to be the main man for them. We'll find out if that's going to be true. You can see here, any player with these little arrows are making their debut. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players making their debut. At least we do have 6 players. I missed the keeper. Kai Davis, Price and Owusu and Archer. I suppose these 2 strikers provide a bit of familiarity with this team. So let's hope that will come through here. And you're going to see the new kits actually here for the first time on YouTube. We're going to be wearing our new kit. In fact, we're going to be wearing our new away kit. So you don't get to see the home kit yet, but very soon. Trust me, it looks good in the 3D kits as well. We are underway then. 5 minutes in, they have a free kick, which has been whipped past the goal. The keeper did get a touch to it. It's going to be a corner kick, which their main man, as I've called him, is going to take. We've got ourselves a free kick though. We've got away with that one. Free kick's quite overpowered, I have found, especially at this level. If you get yourself a free kick taker that can hit the target, they'll get themselves goals. It was our centre back Edibor last season who was scoring plenty of free kicks. But anyway, they're on the attack again here. It's Hurst and Rose, Malburn. We've got a block in, but they're going to continue to. He's got to be offside there. He has to be offside. He is. The goal, they didn't even celebrate. They knew it was off. And we can breathe a little easier. We do have more shots, although both of the highlights so far, and now a third one, is going to go to Shepshed. It's another free kick from Bannister. I've spoken about the free kicks. He's whipped it wide again, though. Do not panic, everybody. Not overly enamoured with our performance so far, with our new league badge there in the middle. No highlights for us in that first half. I'm going to have to say... I'm far from pleased. They took that quite well. I told them I wasn't happy, and straight away we do have a highlight. Or do we? Yeah, it's been headed away. Here's Agbon Tahoma. does need a nickname. Gordon, Holmes, Archer, Owusu. It's bounced to Price. Oh, the shot straight at the keeper. That was a great chance. It was a weird highlight. It kind of bounced through to him, but he didn't take the chance. Now, last season, Kale Price would have gobbled up that chance greedily. Oh, my word. What a good effort. They've hit the post. Not this time, though. This time, he's missed it, and there we go. Here comes another highlight then. We've just had that one, although... Are we going to have one hit? No. It's going to be another highlight for Shepshed. Here they come, Melbourne. Oh, my good God. That's a debut. A debut for a new keeper, and he's done that. This is not what the doctor ordered. Look at this for goalkeeping. Melbourne gets the shot away here. On his debut, Belagambi he's carrioused it. He's absolutely carrioused it. He's holding his head as if maybe the sun was in his eyes or something. We are in August, aren't we? Still, that is not good at all. We're going to go attacking. I've told them to show some passion. I'm going to make a change as well. Kale Price, you did miss that chance, I'm afraid, so I'm going to take you off. We're going to go to Joe Thompson. Tell you what I might do as well is tell them to go a bit more direct, and we'll try and get it to him. We'll aim. He is a target man, so we're going to aim our attacks at the target man and see if we can get ourselves a highlight at some point. Otherwise, this may be the first league loss of our careers. Oh, maybe it won't be. We brought on Joe Thompson and he has scored a 30-yard free kick. Now, I don't think the keeper's great for this, I won't lie, but it's a long way out. He does get a good bit of curl. The keeper gets a good hand to it and he's punched it in, and we're back at level terms. He's done a chicken dance. I'm doing a chicken dance, everybody. You can't see me, but you can imagine it. 7 minutes to go. We've got level. Can we go and get ourselves a winner now? I'm going to bring on Ethan Hodby on the... Well, I'm going to bring him on the left. I'm going to swap him with Pochettino on this side. No, I'm not. Let's play Hodby on that side because I'm going to bring on Theo Hudson on this side. 2 new wingers. We're going to go very attacking. I want to win this game. We won all of our league games last year. Did I tell them to show some passion? I didn't. There we go. Added time. Will we get an extra time winner? We've got 4 minutes. There goes 2 of them. And there goes 3 of them. So, well, that's interesting. We don't win the game, everyone. We've played a game with Malvern in the league and we've not won it. It's a draw. It's a draw against Shepshed away from home, who we'll have to find out what kind of season they're going to have. But given the circumstances, given the match sharpness, given the team cohesion, will we take it? I guess again it'll depend on what happens in the rest of the season. But you can see here, look, all of these trials are finishing. I'm not too unhappy. I am really happy that we managed to get ourselves an equaliser, really. It did look a lot like we were going to lose that game, I won't lie. So we brought on a sub and he equalised. So let's take that as a positive. And there is work to be done. I'm going to go and continue this save now a little bit. Let's get ourselves up to... Well, we'll find out. I think we took a bit of time over the first season on the save. I might start to move through it a little bit faster now that we've bedded ourselves in and we kind of know where we stand. But obviously I'll do any updates on anything that happens. But we probably will move through a little bit faster now. I think it was 7 episodes for the first season. It'll probably be 2 or 3 for a season now, I'd imagine. We'll find out. I'll settle into a routine that kind of works for me. But yeah, I'm going to go and work on this because there is work to be done. I'm going to leave it at that for today. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I'll see you very soon. Please make sure you do subscribe to the channel and like the video and turn the bell on for notifications. And I'll catch you next time where we'll be playing another league game probably. It seems like all of our games are league games. They must not have drawn any of the cups yet. But anyway, I'm out. See you later, guys. Bye.